No, you are totally wrong. This is not the Miami blue that I had on my 718. This is a Mexican blue and it cost 7,500 euros. Look at the beautiful lines that the 911 creates when you look at it. I mean, the proportions and the angles, it looks beautiful everywhere. Doesn't matter where you stand and looking at the car, it's always beautiful. And this color, this Mexican blue color, even strengthened the lines of the 911. But it has actually started to rain in Sweden. And the reason for that is that the gods are crying with me. Because this car, the GTS, is equipped with red calipers. And it starts to look like a Christmas tree. And I wonder, how much will it cost me if I spray paint the red calipers black and helping Porsche? In fact, they should actually pay me doing their job. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Yes, I love the looks of the Alcantara, but I am so tired of these gloves. So I'm sorry, Porsche, you have to pay for a new steering wheel because I want to drive this car without my gloves. And yes, it is actually.
I've never really been the one who's worried. Always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free.
Oh, the car is so nice. Actually, you should try to go driving your cars in damp conditions if you have a 911, because the grip it performs, you feel it even more when the conditions are not superb. The cars communicate so much with you in a way that I'm not sure all cars are able to do. And that gives you a lot of comfort when you turn into the corners, and if you and especially as a driver's man, driver's woman, you could determine yourself and quickly teach what the condition allows you to do in terms of corner speed. And I think that is something that the 911 gives you in a way that few cars are able to do. The GTS model could be equipped with a design package. On the GTS model, that is basically the rear wing, and it creates this little lip behind this, and I have difficulties to decide if I love it or not. From the rear perspective, I think it is extremely beautiful and frames in the back end, but on the side, I'm not sure if it destroys the 911 lines. Today we have damp condition, raining in Sweden, but the other two 911s that I have tested on this road was in winter conditions, so I must say it is equal. And to start with, this car is equipped with rear wheel steering, and it is of no doubt that this is one of the best DNA options that you could select on in the Porsche option list, because it really shrinks the 911 a lot, and it is so nice to drive with when you have it. Actually, I think this GTS model is very nice equipped in the first place, not adding too much leather and stuff in the interior, but keeping it as sporty as possible, but also flirting with the daily driver and the luxury that comes with it. One thing that I really love is the sunroof, the glass sunroof. I think that is a very nice option that creates a lot of room with letting more lights into the cabin. I think the GTS has a huge variability of what and how you can use your car, and that creates something special. If the GT3 is complete in terms of driving experience, I think the GTS creates a gloria of usability that few cars are able to do. Absolutely. I think the GTS is something for everybody. So if the GTS is the perfect sport car for everybody, how is it then on the track? Well, let's go to Gellerås and Karlskoga in a less damp condition and try it out. If you are up to a 911, I think you should considering the GTS. And remember, if you're thinking that, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna buy a GT3 and occasionally taking it to work, then I have news for you. You are in for a GTS. Because this is a great car when you are on the track and you are able to perform at a top level. And the brakes are so good. And the power, I think the power is pretty much perfect. Remember, I drove the 718 Boxster, the entrance model, and I complained a bit about the power. That power has been arranged in this car, and it is magnificent when you drive it. There is no doubt about it that this is one of the best Porsches, or should I say value for money. And the agility to use the car is so nice. And remember, I'm going to drive this car on the road as well, and it's a daily driver. It is, you know, you have to consider all the variables that this car. It's a switched army knife. It has everything. It has everything that you need from a car. So this is it. I have tested the 991.2 GTS on Gelleråsen track, and what is my thought? First of all, it is an extremely easy car to drive. So if you are a beginner and wants to start to do some track days and you would like to have a daily drive as well, I'm wondering if this car is one of the best that you can get on the market today.
With 450 horsepower, the GTS creates GT3 performance when it comes to acceleration. Combining different design elements from the entire 911 range makes the looks of the GTS special with the value-added option pack. Center wheel bolts and the beautiful but impractical Alcantara from the GT range. The wider body from the all-wheel drive models, power kit from the S, and the comfort from the base model.
The 911 impresses as usual with its usability. I've just arrived home from some family obligation, doing some shopping. And the speed bumps or parking lots, or even though the heavy traffic I was in with the PDK box, is no issue whatsoever. I've been driving this car on the track, I have been on a long journey, and I have commuted with the car. I'm not sure if I'm lacking anything from it. The versatility of it is at an extremely high level. If I should complain on something, that would be the noise level from the tires. But would I like to change it? Would I like Porsche to put in more isolation material in the car, making the weight go up? Nah, I'm not sure. I would like to have the 911 Sporty as it is, and if you find yourself specifying your GT3 with too many options, I think you should change model to the GTS. But from my perspective, I'm not sure, even though I have been driving this car a lot, if I would choose the GTS or the Carrera T model. But I believe, and I generally believe, that these cars, the Carrera T and GTS, is the perfect model if you would like to use your car on a variety of tasks. So from that perspective, I'm gonna take my shopping bags and I'm gonna go into my home and just reflect on how great the 911 has become.